So, I'm going to take my shoes off actually. Oh god, that's it. Nice. I've had them on since about 7 o'clock. So when I got the third one back and opened it up, and then that didn't work either. It had the same fault as the other one. So sent it back to Amazon, which was, luckily it was one of those things where it wasn't a marketplace thing, so it was sold directly by Amazon, so it was pretty easy to send it back and get the money back and everything. And they asked me if I wanted to get a new one, and I said no, I just fed up with it now. And I thought, well, why? I don't even really want one anymore. I was just kind of pursuing the whole thing about getting one that worked, and I didn't really want one. So I thought, yeah, I don't really need one. I've got to 53 without needing one. I'm not going to really need one, am I? It doesn't really matter, I just forget about it. So I forgot about it for a few days, and then I saw somebody, it might have been on TV, or it must have been on TV, I suppose. Anyway, somebody somewhere had one. I don't know if it was at an event or at the cinema, but somebody had one, and I thought, God, yeah, they look like they're really enjoying theirs. Maybe I do need one. But I'm not going to go through the whole bloody thing of ordering another one online and then getting it, and it doesn't work. I just can't go through that hell again. So I sort of mulled it over for a few days, and I thought you could probably make one yourself. So I went to Wilkinson's on my way into work, and I had a look around to see if they had any of the stuff which I thought you could probably use to make one, and they seemed to have most of the stuff. So I thought, excellent. I didn't have time because I was on my way to work. I thought, well, I'll sort of see if I can get off early and then go and get into Wilkinson's, which is quite close to, because Wilkinson's in Wakefield, so it's quite close to Kirkgate station, so I'll have to get the train, and that'll give me quite a good amount of time in there to see if I can get all the stuff and make my own. It'd be brilliant, and it would be brilliant for this because, of course, because it's all mirrored and there's all the reflections going on, you'll be able to see all the colours and all the different angles, and the movement would kind of look really different in all the different angles of the mirrors. It would be fantastic. So anyway, went to work, sort of cheered up a bit because we had a crap morning, and I was going to do another thing which involved making stuff last night and recording some music and things, but couldn't do that last night because events took over. So I had to do something else. So I thought I could do this, I could make one of those. So anyway, went to work and blah, 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 blah. Finished early, and nobody seemed to notice. And got off to Wilkinson's in Wakefield. Got in there, got most of the stuff, apart from one thing. They didn't have this thing, so I went I backtracked. For some reason I backtracked to Fulton's Frozen Foods, which is weird. I mean, why would Fulton's Frozen Foods have one of them? But anyway, I went across there, and they did have one in the window. I thought, God, that's amazing. It was next to the frozen carrots. I thought, that's just, I cannot believe that. I thought, I'm not a spiritual man or religious person, but I thought, hello, something could be going on. So I went in and bought it, and then I came out with it, and I was just completely dumbfounded by the fact that they had one in Fulton's Frozen Foods. I thought, well, maybe it belonged to one of the people working on the tills, and it wasn't some kind of weird spiritual thing. Maybe somebody could have gone into Fulton's Frozen Foods, bought some of those netted bags of apples that they had on special offer, and as they got up to the till, maybe the bag split or something like that, and all the apples went everywhere. The till person stood up quickly to help, get the apples, and they pushed her chair back, and that's pushed her bag over, and then it's fallen out of the bag and rolled along into the shelf by the window, because it's quite a low shelf. It could have easily bounced up onto there, and it ended up on there with the carrots. And, you know, I've seen it and thought, wow, bloody amazing, frozen foods do them. So I bought it anyway, and I didn't have much time to carry on speculating as to why they had one, but because I thought, oh god, the train's coming in. So I rushed off to Kirkgate, and then discovered that you can't get a train to Leeds from Kirkgate, you have to go to Westgate. So I ran all the way to Westgate, and which only took about, I don't know, probably about 6 minutes. Which, I've seen quite a lot of people get on the train at Westgate and get off at Kirkgate. And you could walk there in 7 or 8 minutes. So what's going on there? Maybe they could have some hidden element. I suppose you can't judge. So anyway, blah 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 blah. I ran to Westgate, got on the train to Leeds, figured it out a bit more in my head how you could make it, and here I am. So I'm going to get all the stuff out of the bag. So what you need first. You need 4 of these for the legs, but in Wilkinson's they only do them in packs of 5, which is a bit bizarre. Why would anyone want 5? But anyway, I suppose it's good. You know, if one of these break, you've also got backup, so it's good to have backup. So anyway, you've got there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll put that 5th one out of the way just in case we have any mishaps. So those are stuck together with this black, like electrical tape, the stretchy stuff. So you need to get that and just undo it a bit. Strap those together. Wrap it round that one. Then connect that one to that one. Do the same with the other, but on the 4th one, you don't stick the 4th one directly on to the 3rd one. You have to squish the end in like that, and then you have to push it in to the 4th one. So you've got like a long leg, a long 4th leg, and 3 little short legs, like that. And this one seems to have a wider diameter than the other ones, which must just be a mistake, unless this one has come from another packet. Maybe that's why there's 5. Maybe it should have been a pack of 4, but this one with the smaller diameter has been accidentally put together with these 4, making a pack of 4. I might have to phone them up about that. Anyway, so you've got those there. You can just put it to one side, but obviously it's only got 1 long leg and 3 short legs, so you need to be careful that it's not going to fall over and damage, because that's a really important part of it. Then you need 2 of these. You need a blue one and a red one. They'd sold out of the red ones almost. I think I got the last 2 in Wilkinson's, so I just whipped them all up because I thought, you know, in case if anything goes wrong, I'm going to have a spare red one. So you've got you only need 1 red one, 1 blue one. Stick them together in the clasp like that, and then you can sellotape those to the legs, not on the long leg, on one of the short legs. It doesn't really matter which one, like that. And then I've got some of this tape, which is like sellotape, but it's not shiny. It's I think they call it ghost tape. So you can't see it, because I hate things that are stuck together, you know, with sellotape, because it just looks like you've stuck them together with sellotape, and it's just really naff. But this is like magic tape. You can like rub it with the back of your fingernail, and it just disappears, and it's just totally amazing. And you'd never guess they've been stuck together with just tape. It's like a thing that was just, you know, naturally born, looking like that. It's just amazing. So that is stuck onto that blue one with the red one there, in the clasp. Make sure it shuts tight like that, because that's got to hold all the different coloured strings. I've got a bag of strings. You get about 200, they're all multicoloured, it's amazing. So it's going to look fantastic with the mirrors. You need to tie them all on to the long leg. Just move that out of the way a bit. Smooth it. Tie them all onto the long leg. Like that. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be just so wonderful. When you see it at the end, it's just magical. Right, get them all on. I did some on the train, because obviously I'm not going to sit here tying on 200 colour strings to the long leg. So once you've got the long leg all tied up with the strings, like that's finished now, looking perfect, you need to get one of these. This is a 12-inch diameter one. If you can get a bigger one, that would be even better, but they only had 12-inch diameter ones in Wilko's. So, and it's sort of semi-translucent, so that's going to kind of give a nice effect. And that is stuck on with these, because they still do food in Wilkinson's and Wakefield, so you can get cheese slices. So you get these, the ones that you put in burgers, just get a couple of those, because when you get them, it's quite a hot day, so they're quite sweaty. So you can stick those, get them in your hand, get them well worked up so they're nice and kind of floppy, and then you can get those and you can stick that onto the 12-inch diameter one that you bought earlier in Wilko's. Stick them around the edge like that. They're not going to fall off, don't panic. Get those on there like that. Now we need to make a hole in the middle so we can shove this through the long leg. Just, that one's going to come off, hang on. Just got it. So you just have to, improvise, use what you can. I've got a pen in here, hang on. I think this pen's going to be sharp enough to go right through the centre. So you can probably do something like, that's it, excellent. Right, that's going to go on any one of the shorter legs, and then just push it through, like that, stand it up again, like that. Just, it's going to, it might wobble a bit, but you can just, put things around it. Right. I've got a packet of Percy Pigs from Marks and Spencer's, they're quite good. They're quite weighty, you can use those. That's done it. Now we need the box with the bin liner. It's not really a bin liner, it's more like a sort of garden sack, or garden refuse sack. So one of those. Unravel it. And tie it. You just need to tie it into a big knot, so there's like a big knot in the middle. Like that, excellent. I mean, it's only half finished and it's just looking fantastic already, I can't believe it. I mean, I just imagined doing it on the train and I didn't think it was going to actually look this good. So you do that and that. So I'm not going to talk through it, this is a really tricky bit, I've got to get my fingernails in somehow. Just prise those around like that. It's a bit like doing origami, but with sort of, plastic bags. Prise those around, bring that over to there. Twist that one as you push it under. Alright, so don't just twist it and fold it on top. You have to twist and push under. That's twist and push under. 5 times. Twist, push under, twist, push under, twist, push under. There you go, look at that, amazing. It looks just like one. Put that underneath the disc, but make sure it's not getting in the way of the hole that you've pushed that through. Otherwise it's not going to go round when we make the motor. So we need to get, what do we need next? Oh, we need the ball bearings. Couldn't get ball bearings, obviously. I mean, the ones from Amazon had proper ball bearings, but we're not going to go through the whole Amazon debacle again. So I just got some tin foil and you can make ball bearings from tin foil. You just get tin foil and you just scrunch it up to little balls. It's just amazing. That's two amazing things that I've discovered. It's the ghost tape, which you can't see, and ball bearings that you can make out of tin foil by just like scrunching them up into little balls. I mean, God. Even that kind of still makes me think, could be something going on. So, get the ball bearings that aren't really ball bearings, but they look fantastic, and they're going to go inside this one, which has got, it's a bit like the other one with the blue and red on, but it's got a much heavier closing action, right, like that. Stick them in there, and before you do that, get the hinge, and make sure that the hinge, the arm that comes off the hinge, is closed inside, so that's going to hold it, and then when it goes along and turns around, it's going to, keep it nice and stable. And all we need to do now, just put that to one side, is make the motor. So I was going to get some batteries and some sort of, electrical stuff from Wilco's. I thought, God, that's going to take me ages, because I know nothing about making motors really. So I thought it would be good if we could make an elastic band motor, because not only is it going to be really funky and excellent, it's also going to save the planet, because we're not using up so many resources, which is also quite fantastic. So you just get your elastic band like that, give it a good flap, give it a good twang, make sure it's nice and strong, give it a good pull. That seems to be quite a good hefty one, so we're going to use that one. You need to make two little wheels. I'm just going to use the top off of this mango and pressed apple juice drink, which I've got in Marks and Spencer's as well, and this bottle of still water. So just get those off, and just be careful not to, because they are full, so if you're using full ones, obviously don't knock them over once you've taken the tops off, because it's going to be a moisture disaster. So get those, and you can stick the axle through. You could use the pen for the axle if you want, or any kind of rod type thing you've got. You don't have to use exactly what I've used. You can use your own imaginations. It's just never-ending avenues of stuff you can do. Get that, push it in. Right, I'm going to push this in hard again like that, and in through that hole there. Attach the wheels. Get the second clasp that we've just put the hinge into. Get that. Wind the elastic band round that, like that. Hang on a minute. Brilliant, that's working well. And then just, what I've done here is get a wad of paper, and I'm rolling it up really tight, so it becomes like this kind of really stiff piece of paper. And I'm going to put that in between the two pieces of elastic band and just twirl it round so it tightens the elastic band up, right? Like that. And then you need to make sure that it doesn't unravel straight away, because we want to save it for the finale. So we're going to push that into there like that. Got to finish this up quickly now. It's going to work. I'm sure it's going to work. Like that. And then you stand back, and there we have our completed. Which is amazing, because it also because it's going to quite working wonderfully, because just like that, like magic, it's just like work fantastic. And the amazing thing is that it all folds up and goes back into your rucksack, so you can just carry it around and use it whenever you like.